You know how sometimes you hear news and you're like, yes! And then sometimes you hear news and you're like, no! Well, sometimes you hear news and you're like, meh, this is that. Ben Affleck is the new Batman. Cool. But everybody needs to chill out. This news seemed to have absolutely everybody on the internet reaching for the caps lock button in order to post an angry message about how anyone and everything would be a better choice than Ben Affleck, with things like hashtag better than Ben Affleck appearing, and there's even a petition online with more than 71,000 signatures to remove him from the role. Guys, really? And no doubt you got at least one furious text from somebody complaining about it. Here's one that I got from a very dear friend of mine. F***ing Ben Affleck. If I didn't know what was going on, I'd be like, good job, I thought you were straight. And I guarantee your Facebook newsfeed that day was filled with Ben Affleck, Ben Affleck, Ben Affleck, random picture of a cat, Ben Affleck, somebody's birthday, Ben Affleck, and so on. And I'm betting that all of it was negative. So lately it seems that everybody has Ben Afflecked. There is nobody more confrontational or defensive or more inclined to make a snap decision than comic book fanboys. It doesn't matter who they chose for this role, people would still be mad. If Bruce Wayne himself was a real person and they cast him in the role, people would be like, nah, that guy's not Ben Affleck-y enough. The main reason that everybody seems to be screaming Argo, fuck yourself Ben, is that he's just not intimidating enough to be Batman. And, of course, Daredevil. Okay, yes, Daredevil was balls, there's no denying that, but it doesn't lie squarely on the shoulders of Ben Affleck. That film was just a complete mess all over. Besides Chris Evans, Human Torch, Captain America. That worked out alright. Now, I am not saying that Ben Affleck is the right choice. In fact, I'm actually going to do a video of top 5 actors that should have been Batman. I'm just merely not as pissed off as everybody else. I definitely agree, I do not think he's that intimidating. Look at those chubby cheeks. But I still think he's got it in him. I'm pretty sure that these professional casting guys know more about this stuff than internet fanboys, and Warner Brothers obviously see something in him that others don't. Everybody needs to just calm down and give him a chance to prove himself. You can't forget that when Heath Ledger was announced to be the Joker, that the whole internet was up in arms about how this was the worst thing to happen to the Batman franchise since ever, and that nobody wanted a broke back Joker. You wanna know how I got these scars? But we didn't get Batman 2 Joke Back Mountain. We got the definitive performance of the ultimate villain, and Heath Ledger won an Oscar for it. Similarly, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Anne Hathaway, Christian Bale, they were all slated before anybody even get a chance to see the performances, and they all turned out good. But then again, George Clooney. Does this mean we'll get Matt Damon as Robin? But my main problem, my main fear is that when it finally comes out, I won't be able to see him as anything other than Ben Affleck in a costume. If you've seen Hollywoodland, you'll know that Ben Affleck plays George Reeves, who also played Superman, but it just felt like Ben Affleck in a cape. I didn't buy it then, and I don't think I'm going to buy it in 2015. Bruce Wayne is a really complex character, and he needs somebody who can take on that role and show that he has layers, that he's damaged. Can Ben Affleck do that? God, I hope so. I can see Ben Affleck as that billionaire playboy side of Bruce Wayne. I mean, that's pretty much what he is in real life anyway, but I don't see him as that vigilante side that needs punishment and vengeance and to fight crime. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if he bulks up a little, he'd be the perfect guy for the role. Batman is a huge character, and each actor that's played him in the past has brought their own little thing to the role. It's important to note that this Zack Snyder-led Batman-Superman thing is completely separate and tonally different to the whole Nolan-verse Batman, and I am so glad that they did that. In fact, I'd actually be a little bit pissed off if Christian Bale was coming back as Batman. And maybe Ben Affleck will turn out to be the ideal choice for their vision of Batman. I don't know what this vision is, but there's a few things that they need to do in order to make sure that it isn't ruined. Number 1, don't talk like you've got throat cancer.
Where is he? I'm Batman.
No, you're not, you're Ben Affleck. Talk like it. Number 2, no origin story. Bruce Wayne, dead parents, batsuit, yada yada yada. Look, we get it. You need to have more faith in the intelligence of the fans. We don't need it explained to us yet again. Just have him show up in a cool costume and kick Superman's ass. Number 3, don't mess about with the bad guy. Warner Brothers, no more risks. Lex Luthor, Bryan Cranston, or Mark Strong. Done. I am really willing for this to be good. Joss Whedon gave his opinion by saying that Affleck will crush it, and I'm pretty sure he knows a bit more about what makes a good superhero film than you do. Here's how I see it. Haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate, and I've got a funny feeling that Ben Affleck's gonna prove all you haters and potatoes very wrong indeed. Please don't let me be wrong. Look, he cannot be any worse than Jason Sudeikis in movie 43. Alright, thank you so much for watching my reaction to the news that Ben Affleck is the new Batman. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below if you think he's going to make a good Batman or a terrible Batman. Also, just out of interest, who do you think was the better Joker? Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger? Personally, I think Heath Ledger, but some people are old school. Along the side here, I'm going to put two videos that are probably a bit more relevant than just my latest reviews. So right there, I'm going to put my reaction to the announcement of Batman vs Superman when that came out, and also my review of Man of Steel. That Man of Steel video is actually the second video that I've ever done, so it's quite interesting to have a look at this and then have a look at that and see just how kind of far the video stuff that I'm doing has progressed. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please share it on Facebook and Twitter and anything else you've got. If you're new, you can subscribe and you can do that by clicking right up here. Yeah, bye.